Hey Reddit, I have a wild story that I just have to share. It's a bit long, but bear with me because it gets crazy. So, I recently moved into an old house in a small town. The place is charming but has definitely seen better days. I was in the attic last weekend, sorting through the previous owner's stuff, when I found this ancient rotary phone. It looked like something out of a black and white movie. I decided to keep it because it looked cool and vintage. A couple of nights ago, I was sitting in my living room when I heard a faint ringing sound. At first, I thought I was imagining it, but then I realized it was coming from the attic. I went up there, and sure enough, the old phone was ringing. I have no idea how it was even working since it wasn't plugged into anything. Feeling a mix of curiosity and fear, I picked up the receiver. There was a bit of static, and then a voice. It sounded like an old man, and he said, "Hello, is this Clara?" My heart almost stopped. I hadn't told anyone about the phone, and it didn't even make sense that it was working. "Who is this?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. The man on the other end introduced himself as Henry. He said he used to live in this house many years ago and that he was trying to reach his wife, Evelyn. He sounded genuinely confused and worried. I didn't know what to say, so I asked him what year he thought it was. When he answered, he said it was 1945. My blood ran cold. How was this possible? I talked to Henry for a few minutes, and he told me about his life. He was a soldier in World War II and had been away from home for a long time. He was desperately trying to get in touch with Evelyn to tell her he was coming home. After I hung up, I did some research. I found out that a man named Henry had indeed lived in this house during the 1940s, and he was listed as missing in action during the war. His wife, Evelyn, had waited for him until she eventually moved away. I still don't know how or why that phone call happened. I've tried calling the number back, but it just rings and rings with no answer. I've decided to keep the phone, and every night, I wait for it to ring again. Has anyone else experienced anything like this? What should I do? I'm kind of freaked out but also fascinated. Any advice would be appreciated. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Thanks for all the advice and theories, Reddit. I'll keep you all updated if anything new happens.